In this video, we will be going over how to safely operate the sliding compound miter saw, also known as a chop saw. So we have our board here. Let's say we want to cut this board to, we're going to say 6 inches. Make our mark. Take our speed square or combination square. Extend our mark across the board. Then double check our measurement. That's the piece we're keeping, that's our excess. Bring it over to the saw. Again, we want to make sure that no sawdust or excess material is accumulated against the fence. Take our board, press it nice and firmly up against the fence. These arms here extend if necessary to help support the material. In order to start this saw, you want to do 2 things. You want to squeeze the trigger and press the thumb switch. In order to line up our cut, if you try and bring the saw down right now, nothing's going to happen. This is a little counterintuitive, but you actually squeeze the trigger. That is what unlocks the saw and allows you to bring the blade down so that you can line up your cut. Unlike the radial arm saw, the chop saw has a dust collection system that is integrated with the saw, which means when you start the saw, it turns on the dust collector. The dust collector lives in the cabinet underneath. The process for making a cut is you want to first line up your cut, which we've already done. Bring the saw all the way out. Squeeze the trigger, press the thumb switch, let the saw start. Takes about a second to get up to speed. Bring the saw all the way down, push all the way back. Take your finger off the trigger, let the saw come to a complete stop, and then exit the material. So, all the way out. Using something other than our hands, clear the material out of the cut area. And that is that. With this saw, you want to keep your hands and fingers about 3 inches away from the blade, so like that is okay. That is not okay. Again, arm position is important. This would be acceptable. This would not be, because our arms are crossed in front of the blade. If we're making a cut on this side, this would be the proper way to do it, not like this. The reason this saw is called a sliding compound miter saw is, well, first of all, it slides. Second of all, you can change the angle and make an angled cut or a mitered cut. And then you can change the angle in a different plane and do what is called a compound miter. So, in order to tilt the saw left or right, there's a flap on the back here. You flip that up, and then you turn this knob, and that tilts the saw one way or the other. You have an angle guide on the back here, so this would be 0 degrees. So I want to do 15 degrees in this way. That would be 15 degrees. Or I can do 15 degrees this way. Now we have 15-degree angle. So I'm going to return this to 0. In order to change the angle this way, you lift up on this handle and press down on this thumb switch, and that allows this to move left and right. Again, you have a little window, shows you what your angle is. So let's say I wanted to do a 25-degree angle. Get the arrow on 25, release the thumb switch, press down, that locks this into place. It's an unfortunate design flaw with this saw. It is such that When it is locked into place, if you press down on the thumb switch and try and move it, it will move. In doing so, however, you are further breaking the saw. That's a bad thing. So, to change the angle, it is very important. Lift up on the handle, press down on the thumb switch, then move the saw. And I'm going to go back to 0. Press down, locks it into place.